Welcome to From the Pages of Sports Review Wrestling, August 1988. And before we tear into every shred of this wild, neon-soaked, muscle-popping, sweat-dripping issue, hit like, smash subscribe, and ring that bell, because during the next 60 seconds, here's your full-blast rundown of everything inside. Jerry the King Lawler reigns as Wrestler of the Month. Dusty Rhodes and NWA tradition explode across the third annual Jim Crockett Sr. Memorial Cup from the first round all the way to the final. Mike Rotundo breaks down his journey from Syracuse standout to varsity-level mat tactician and varsity club enforcer. dee-bee-AH-zee flexes his wealth and wickedness in a feature dripping with 80s greed. The Ultimate Warrior unleashes cosmic intensity in a photo-filled celebration of destruction. The Nasty Boys explode out of the AWA in a hard-hitting spotlight, and the magazine brings the classic letters section, with fans fighting about Hogan, Savage, Demolition, and Dino Bravo, while the ratings pages chart the shifting fortunes of WWF, NWA, AWA, and territories in transition. Ads hawk VHS tapes promising blood, brawls, and bruises. And every page is a window into the ferocious summer of 1988. Now, take a deep breath, because we're diving into the full issue as the cover roars with bold yellow type, announcing the third annual Jim Crockett Sr. Memorial Cup. Live and exclusive photo coverage, alongside photo bursts promoting the Ultimate Warrior's rage. A Lawler portrait declaring him Wrestler of the Month, and teases of dee-bee-AH-zee's arrogance and Rotundo's rise, leading into the opening spread where Sports Review Wrestling lays out the editorial tone of the era, with columns demanding respect for traditional wrestling skill in the face of the WWF entertainment boom. While a subscription page promises 12 issues for the price of 10, and letters pour in debating Hulk Hogan's decline, praising Randy Savage's championship run, blasting the honky-tonk man as a cowardly heel who hides behind Ginny Hart, defending Road Warrior Animal and Hawk as the toughest tag team alive, and arguing whether Jim Duggan deserves more main event time. Each letter a time capsule of pure 80s fan energy, and the Wrestler of the Month feature crowns Jerry Lawler with a full-page tribute highlighting his mastery of psychology, Memphis Heat, and the fiery feuds that defined his kingdom, including a sidebar celebrating his ability to make any challenger look brilliant before cutting them down with a fireball, foreign object, or well-timed fist drop. And next, the magazine surges into the massive multi-part center feature, the complete breakdown of the third annual Jim Crockett Sr. Memorial Cup, with photo-by-photo coverage as the first round erupts, with teams like Lex Luger and Barry Windham smashing through opponents. The Midnight Express dazzling crowds with precision tag team fireworks. The Road Warriors entering to deafening roars that shake the arena rafters. Sting and Ron Garvin sprinting through their matches with explosive babyface fire. And teams like the Fantastics, the Varsity Club, the Sheep Herders, and the Lightning Express battling for survival as the bracket narrows. And in the second round, tempers flare as Kevin Sullivan's tactics grow darker. Jim Cornette's tennis racket becomes the deadliest secret weapon in the sport. And the NWA's camera crews capture stiff elbows, body slams that feel like earthquakes. And the Road Warriors bulldozing through competition with sheer brute force, while Paul Ellering stands like a general at the battlefield's edge. And the quarterfinals deliver carnage as Sting's athleticism shines. The Midnight Express steal victories with textbook teamwork. Luger becomes a one-man powerhouse, flattening anything in his path. And the Varsity Club's amateur pedigree gives them a tactical edge until chaos erupts in a controversial finish that ignites fan outrage. All climaxing with the semifinals, where tension, exhaustion, and adrenaline collide as the brackets narrow to only the toughest survivors. The Road Warriors storm into the final battle, and the magazine recounts every moment of the showdown with the precision of a war reporter, describing devastating clotheslines, suplexes that flip giants, drop kicks that stun crowds, interference that sparks riots, and a finish that cements why the Crockett Cup mattered, an annual proving ground where only true warriors ascend. And with the tournament complete, the issue pivots into Mike Rotundo. Varsity Star to Varsity Club, a robust interview that traces his evolution from collegiate wrestler to tag team technician, detailing his disciplined training, ring strategy, and alliance with Kevin Sullivan, as Rotundo insists that scientific wrestling still has a place in a world increasingly dominated by spectacle. And then, the magazine shifts tone for a dark, glossy spread on dee-bee-AH-zee, the $1 Million Man, dripping with photos of him flashing his wealth, humiliating opponents, and bragging that everyone has a price. The article painting him as wrestling's ultimate capitalist villain in a decade defined by greed. And next comes a photo explosion tribute to the Ultimate Warrior, who bursts across the pages in neon face paint and intensity, a roaring cyclone of muscle, speed, and cosmic fury as he shakes ropes, gorilla presses opponents, and sprints through matches like a warrior possessed, followed by a feature on the Nasty Boys as they surge through the AWA with leather, attitude, and chaos, leaving bruised bodies and broken friendships in their wake. And deep in the magazine, the ratings pages list the WWF leaderboard, with Randy Savage reigning at number 1. Hogan slipping, but still powerful. The honky-tonk man holding the intercontinental scene hostage. Demolition topping the tag ranks. The NWA charts placing Ric Flair as the gold standard of technical excellence. Sting climbing like a rocket. The Road Warriors dominating the tag division, while the AWA attempts survival with veterans clinging to top spots as territories crumble and promoters blame cable television. And surrounding the ratings are ads for the Backyard Wrestlers training course, VHS tapes promising bloodiest matches ever filmed, mail-order masks, muscle-building supplements, and free catalogs offering posters of Road Warriors, Savage, Hogan, Flair, Blanchard, and Dusty Rhodes, plus an entire section of replay photos showing brawls, body slams, title celebrations, and shattered bodies strewn across ringside mats, all closing with the back page subscription card and a final evocative shot of NWA action, reminding readers that wrestling in 1988 was a battlefield where heroes, villains, and madmen collided beneath bright lights and louder crowds, making Sports Review Wrestling August 1988 a roaring, unfiltered time capsule of an era that crackled with heat, heart, and pure unrestrained energy.